Right now we're in Flagstaff, Arizona, and we're looking at Mount Humphreys, the one on the left, at 12,637 feet. And this is the tallest mountain in Arizona.
Hello everyone, Saltyhead here on another adventure. Today we're going to visit the Petrified Forest National Park, which is located near the New Mexico border. Yet right now I'm standing here in the middle of the desert, but I'm in Arizona. There's a slight breeze today, the sun is out, it's about 66 degrees, so it should be beautiful. And so please join me on this wonderful new adventure, and let's go find out what the Petrified Forest National Park is all about. So there's Flagstaff behind me. Well, we made it here at the Petrified Forest National Park here in Arizona. So let's go check this out.
This is the only national park that Route 66 actually passed through. Some pronghorn have been seen in here recently, so they may be out there.
Okay. So right now I'm standing on Tower Point looking out into the Painted Desert. And you have to imagine many, many years ago, this area was flooded with water. And this is where the trees then fell into the water and the petrification process began. And if I can use one word to describe this area, it is vast. It goes for hundreds of miles. And this all happened before the dinosaurs even roamed the planet Earth. This is an example of a Pueblo-style home, and this was built back in the late 1800s, and it was acquired by the National Park Service in the 1930s, and it's one of the very few structures in the park. And here you can see the flow of trucks traveling on Route 66 through the desert from the east coast to the west coast. And here is an example of what used to travel Route 66 in the old days. Here are the remnants of an old Pueblo Indian home site. This is an example of a more modern Pueblo home. And here are some examples of petroglyphs that have been etched into these big boulders by the Pueblo Indians. So this is an example of the sedimentary layers and their meaning. Now about a quarter of the way up, you see the white layer. That's the volcano era. And above that, you see the bluish area, and that's when the floods came through. And then above that, you see the reddish area, and that's when the dinosaurs roamed the planet Earth. So you can see these layers represent the history of our geologic past.
So here's a tree that's was still standing, and you can really see how it's all stone. And I just want to talk briefly about how this all happened. So the tree was perched up on a hill. The water came along, undermined the hill. The tree fell into the water and then was quickly covered with sediment. And then the sediment totally preserved the tree so no bacteria could get at it. And then the pressure from the water allowed minerals to seep into the wood. And then the minerals like magnesium, zinc, potassium, all these things filled the cavities of the wood, and then over the years, over time, it became stone. So it's all mineralized, and that's how it all happened. And you can actually see the grain. I mean, it almost feels like wood here. Yeah, it feels like wood. But this is all stone. And this is wood. Cool. Yeah, the bark even looks like it's real, but it's all stone. This is stone. This is not wood. And there's all your minerals that hardened over the years. Now here's a piece of wood here. See, now that's even stone. This is heavy. It looks like a piece of, like a wood chip from a chainsaw, but it's stone. It's as hard as this. Could be the same thing.
And this is the largest petrified tree in the park.
So right now I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona. So right now I'm standing on a corner in Winslow, Arizona, taking it easy, and this is where the Eagles made that great song. So it's got a lot of history to it. I'm right on Route 66. So this is Route 66 here in Winslow, Arizona. So right now I'm standing here in a ponderosa forest on my way to Sedona to check out a few more things. Now right behind me is a ponderosa pine, which looks like what we saw yesterday at the Petrified Forest, only these trees are alive. And then we're going to head down to Phoenix and over to Superstition Mountain and to go look for some gold, which they tell me still exists in those mountains. So come along, please join me, and let's go have some more fun. this is the Church of the Holy Cross here in Sedona, and it's built right into the mountain. Amazing and just beautiful. So right now we're heading up to the Chapel of the Holy Cross here in Sedona. Pretty nice, you can already tell. So that's quite an entrance for a church, that's for sure. These are the rock formations right outside the Chapel of the Holy Cross. It's just beautiful. Look at that. It surrounds the whole entire chapel.
So this is Cathedral Rock, which we're now going to climb here in Sedona.
So right now I'm hiking up Cathedral Rock. It's around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and they tell me it's only going to take me about 15-20 minutes. It's right in front of me, but you don't go up the rocks, you just kind of look at them from the base. So anyways, I'll give you a look in a second. Straight up we go, up Cathedral Rocks here. Straight up. This crack. Pretty close now. That one section there was a little bit hairy for the faint of heart. So you can go out there on the end and hang your legs off and make believe you're not gonna fall. Saltyhead, we made it! Cathedral Rocks. So I got a little further to go, but almost there. Wow. Everything's high. Anyways, almost there. Ooh. Yeah, that's a nice view, huh? Wow. That was well worth the extra effort. Look at that. Cathedral Rocks. That's a real pillar. If you ever saw one. Couple of daredevils. It's amazing what people do. They take chances all the time. But must be pretty nice.
One little safety reminder when hiking these peaks is never get too close to the ledges when trying to get a picture, because it's so easy for the wind to just sweep you right off the rocks or to slip and fall, and then you become another casualty.
And when you're climbing Cathedral Rock, make sure you follow these rock cons, because if you lose track of them, you could be on another trail going to a whole nother place. So it's very important. A lot of people told me they're lost. So, just a little tip. Yeah. Very beautiful. I'm definitely not going to climb that. At least not today. It's starting to get late.
Well, I didn't plan on hiking Cathedral Rock, but I'm so glad I did. It was a great hike and a great way to end another beautiful day here in Arizona.